Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As ladies and gentlemen, not only have you heard me say this, but here in this video, you're going to listen to David Schwartz tell you all the magical things you have in store for you in 2024 if you're in the XRP army. I've come out here every single day and told you I believe 2024 is the year of XRP. I believe this is the year we will explode. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And here David Schwartz is letting all of you know what all of you need to be excited about in 2024. I have to give a massive shout out to Tony from Thinking Crypto. And a massive shout out to David Schwartz, as while other crypto companies are exit scamming their communities, the Sam Bankman-Frieds of the world are on trial, and Gary Gensler is over, suing legitimate businesses and destroying retail wealth. The Ripple CTO and Ripple the company interviews and gives info to the XRP army. This is absolutely unbelievable, and I can't stress enough how incredible this is. We are all about to win, and we are all going to become the new 1%.
What are you looking forward to this year?
Well, regulatory clarity, a resolution to the lawsuit, obviously, would be there is some reasonable chance that Ripple's lawsuit with the SEC will be resolved in 2024. Still could be appeals, I suppose. I mean, whether that would be resolved, I don't know. Big on sort of scaling at the blockchain layer. I think right now people can't really innovate right at the blockchain layer, and technologies like side chains and some of the zero knowledge proof stuff will enable people to innovate more sort of right at that lowest layer and enable more scalability. Just getting more people into the ecosystem, I think, is the biggest thing. Like, we have to create user experiences that are compelling to people. And I'm hoping that we can do that. On the XRP ledger side, I'm hoping the AMM amendment will eventually activate. Decentralized identity doesn't seem all that controversial. And seeing things like carbon markets and tokenized securities, I think one of the problems, particularly, so like in the United States and in most of Europe, like, we're overserved with financial products. Like, we have access to everything. Like, I can invest in anything I want right on my phone with an app. But there's a lot of people who don't have those opportunities, and they basically, their choice is to stuff cash in a mattress or not, right. And giving them access to tokenized securities and giving them access to things like collateralized lending. Obviously, they would be so that's the other interesting thing. So, like, when you think about collateralized lending or centralized lending, we often tend to think about, like, rich people having a tax efficient way to, like, access their crypto profits. That's not super, that's not that's not the way I want to change the world. But if you think about it from the other side of the sort of low risk loan for a person who can get a return who might not have access to other financial products or services, like, that's really big, because that's the way you build wealth is by saving up a little bit over a period of time, but it has to compound. Otherwise, inflation is just going to destroy it. So giving people who haven't had an opportunity to build wealth an opportunity to build compounding wealth in a system that can't be regulated away or taxed away by fees and everything that eat into those rich, small fees today, the fees compound too. So those kinds of things are exciting. And of course, institutional adoption. We'll see what the Bitcoin ETFs lead to.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here, right now, you just listened to one of the biggest geniuses on the planet tell you exactly why you should be bullish on XRP this year. The long term with XRP is passive income, being able to loan out your XRP, make money from it. This is beautiful. And yet people will say it does nothing. People will say the XRP price hasn't moved. But here, what I will tell all of you is the price has to move. And it has to start moving this year. It will be a speculative bull run again, We do not have crypto regulations in place, but we have chart analysts pinpointing to the XRP moon mission happening in 2024. And with Ripple working with the largest central banks in the world, XRP, I believe, will help bridge CBDCs. And in addition, I also believe that XRP has the one-stop shop solution with Ripple working behind the scenes to help XRP as well. You better believe that their most recent acquisition of Metaco is going to help scale the XRP price inevitably into the future and beyond.
The macro environment around custody digital assets is expected to be close to $10 trillion by the year 2030. And inevitably, people are going to need a place to store those assets, and safe, secure, and they're going to need to be able to transfer them as well, having good on and off ramps, even a tokenization engine, some of the work Ripple is doing around central bank digital currencies or CBDCs. So we think there's a lot of pieces that come together, and we already had, and I remember when you and I first spoke, I remember being on a call with one of the largest top 10 banks in the world, and a bank Ripple was already working with, and they were asking us about could we help them with their custody. This is prior to the Metaco acquisition, and we weren't in a position to do that. And so when we think about that synergy, the ability to say to that existing Ripple customer, hey, here's a best in class, going head to head time and time again and winning on the custody level, to be able to bring that product to them, I think is a great opportunity for the two companies together.
So guys, what you all just listened to was a multi-billionaire who is the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar institution that is partnered with central banks. Let all of you know of a legitimate conversation he had with a banker, an insider, people who control billions of dollars, who move mountains in this financial game. They came to him with a problem, and Ripple went out and built a solution. They dotted their I's, crossed their T's. Metaco come here with that acquisition, a pain point for a lot of banks, got deferred over to Ripple acquisition Metaco. Can you believe it? Ripple will be the one-stop shop for all of these banking needs in the grand scheme of things. The ultimate software company that complements the financial system unbelievably. And people are over here complaining about the price. The price is built in to all the suppressed value. And that's why I still come here every single day and let you know that we are correct. Now, in addition, from XRP drops, another clip from that David Schwartz interview that Thinking Crypto had was David Schwartz talking about stablecoins. High quality stablecoins are coming to the XRP ledger. The Palau stablecoin, which is a CBDC by the way, but is actually a stablecoin on a decentralized blockchain, is right here. We have this. These are legitimate partnerships and technological developments. And when these smaller countries and companies are working with this technology successfully, they are the trial run for the bigger parts of the system. Novati brings large ERC20 stablecoins like USDC and UST, and the Australian dollar stablecoin to the XRP ledger. More quality assets are coming to XRP. And this is yet another great clip that David Schwartz has gifted the XRP community.
That's super exciting. Yeah, so on the stablecoin front, that's mostly happening through the Ripple X side, the XRP Ledger side of Ripple. We've recently announced partnerships with Stasis, which is the leading Euro stablecoin, one of the top 10 stablecoins globally, and Novati, which brings large ERC20 stablecoins like USDC and USDT, as well as an Australian dollar stablecoin to the XRP Ledger DEX. One of the things that's been missing on the XRP Ledger DEX is like a large number of high quality assets. Like there's XRP And then there's a couple of like medium, and then there's a long tail of interesting stable coins, but not access to not like a high quality US dollar stable coin obviously is extremely important. So, and the euro stable coin. So that's going to help bring some of those things to the XRP ledger side. On the CB, I think we're still in the process of processing exactly how the strategic, like Ripple had strategies that they were working on that required custody, but Metaco has so much more than they have those things of layered services with compliance. They have this possibility for a tokenization platform and this integrating it with payments and liquidity. And I think we're still thinking through exactly, we know what Ripple brings to the table. We know what Metaco brings to the table. Obviously, the two of them together is great, but then what's the extra? What's the synergy that you get? I think we're still in the process of figuring out how we can adjust Ripple's strategy and Metaco's strategy to take advantage of what the other can provide. It's going to be interesting to see. I wish I could talk about some of those ideas because they're great, but nothing's very little's finalized yet. So that's something. And again, we couldn't really do that until us and Metaco were on the same side of the table.
Sure.
And we're totally willing to give the crazy ideas and the bad ideas as well as the good ones without having to worry about blowing up, $250 million deal.
Mm.
So not only did you hear me discuss the importance of Metaco, not only did you hear David Schwartz, but you also heard Brad Garlinghouse stress the importance of Metaco. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to realize that when I speak, I don't pull things out of my ass. Ripple has strategies that they're working on that require custody. Metaco is the solution of this. Metaco is layered services, and HSBC, which is a bank we here on this channel predicted will be heavily involved in this new system. HSBC is a client for this service with compliance. We warned you back in 2019 and 2020 that HSBC will help transition this digital system in Ripple and XRP's favor. And look at them right there. Metaco has the possibility for a tokenized platform. Is that right? Tokenized assets are on their way. And this will be integrating with payments and liquidity. We know what Ripple brings to the table. We know what Metaco brings to the table. Obviously, the two of them together is great. This 1-2 punch will be where the generational wealth hits the XRP army. Once they get this all up and running, once this is mass adopted, we will become the new 1%. And we will be shocked with what it turned into. All of this waiting is not for nothing. Ripple and XRP have been building in the background. Now guys, to cap off this video for today, I made an important stock recommendation to everyone in my OnlyFans community at onlyfans.com/thebearablebull. And in there, I showed everyone what stock I'm accumulating a lot of. Because frankly, I got a nice little inside tip. And I know it's going to do very, very well. If you want to know what that stock recommendation is, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the DMs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.